Namaste. Welcome to the Warrior Monk Wisdom at Sunrise series. A daily dose of self-discovery can bring the calm within the storm. For when we know ourselves, the rest of the world begins to make sense. Let's flow.
What travels faster than the speed of light? Brainwaves. Unknown. Good morning. Today we're talking about brainwaves. Just kind of a little overview on what they are and what they kind of do. I want to do a series maybe on each of them to kind of get a little bit more in detail, but today we're just going to focus on really what they are and just a eye-opener for everybody to know that we're deeper than blood, bone, and muscle, and our connection to the universe is more than just the four elements in which we came from. How we view the world and along how we interact with that world really is intertwined with our brainwaves. So when the different brainwaves are out of balance, there's obviously trouble. So what are the brainwaves? Well, first and foremost, you got delta, which is the slow and the most present in deep meditation and a dreamless sleep state where you're pretty much dead to the world and you don't know what's going on. Next is theta, which occurs in a sleep as well, but more of a dreamy sleep and maybe a lighter meditative state as well. Then you've got your alpha, which is your dominant state when you're awake, in terms of a calmer brainwave, and you can also achieve this in some forms of meditation with like breathing techniques and things like that. And it's really considered the power of now state because you're focused on yourself and the present moment around you. Next is your beta brainwaves, and this is unfortunately the brainwaves that most people spend most of their time in. And it is the conscious task completion brainwave, all right? So you're focused more on the world around you and getting stuff done. And this is the brainwave where you're just go, go, go. So over-arousal of these states can cause anxiety and depression, sleep issues, nightmares, anger issues, and impulsive behavior. While under-arousal of different brainwaves can actually attribute to attention deficit disorders, chronic pain, insomnia, things like that. So what does that kind of all mean to us? Well, brainwaves they change in accordance to what we're doing and how we're feeling. So slower brainwaves are dominant. You can be tired, sluggish, and have that, often la-la land feeling, which can obviously be bad if you're at work or driving or something like that. And then, of course, when the high frequencies are going and they're dominant, you're wired, you're hyper-focused. And, of course, that can be a problem when you're trying to go to sleep and get a restful sleep or lower your cortisol levels and your stress hormones and things like that. So what can we do? Well, really, it's all about changing your perception to help change the brainwaves. So if you find yourself more in beta, which most people do, try to utilize breathing techniques and focusing on the present moment and just one task at a time to really get things done. This is important because the higher stress environments, if you're in them for much longer, give you worse issues in the future. But it's also going to increase your likelihood of mistakes. You're going to burn through your energy faster, and it's going to make it more difficult for you to then get into an alpha than a theta state, which means your sleep's going to actually be hindered as well. If you find yourself more on the slower end in the more dreamy and tired state, you can also utilize breathing techniques, and you can couple that with visualization and affirmation exercises to kind of ramp up into a beta brainwave state. And this is obviously important when you're waking up, maybe before a workout or even before a presentation at work and you need to psych yourself up, right? Really, it's just more about understanding and being aware of where you are in terms of your brainwaves. That way you can go in and out of them as you need to. All right, well, that is all I got for you today, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for flowing with us. Remember to like, comment, share, and follow us on all your favorite platforms. Namaste.